like
Arlong actually, there's a heart to Arlong. Did you see that in Fish Now?
A heart?
a heart.
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gadsden Grand Line Podcast. We are back, and we're glad to have Jinbei, Cooper Smith, back on the show.
Welcome back,
Wow.
Same blood.
Welcome back.
Well, I'm your host, Torrin Cantrell. This is Frankie.
Super.
And as we just mentioned, we have Jinbei here. So excited to have you here. How you
Best
been?
man karate.
Yes. Yes.
Here we
That's
go.
what we need.
Impersonation's already started. This is amazing.
That's what we need. Baby.
How you been since you left? Because it's been, 3-4 months since we started the show?
Time's
You're an OG, by the way. He is
Yeah.
an OG. If you've not seen the first episode, you should go rewatch
Pilot
it.
episode.
First one.
Oh, yeah.
Life's been going well.
Yeah?
Great things been happening. Really enjoyed my time last time. Great.
I must say, the fans love you, by the way. Like, you guys love this guy. I know it. I've seen comments.
Absolutely.
I've highly
Nice.
requested for him to come back.
Yeah. I remember last time. I don't remember saying any.
What is
Hot
going
takes.
on inside their
Toei kind of sucks. He's just, even with his age, he gets better. He's like LeBron, but a writer. Listen, Oda's just an insane writer.
He's incredible, that's for sure.
I call him the Asian J.R.R. Tolkien.
No.
Not at all,
hot
yeah.
takes.
And I'm sure this episode won't bring any other ones, you know?
Well,
No.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know I got like a good 6 in the chamber, so we'll see what happens.
Oh,
a
man,
good
it's-
6.
It's
Okay.
premeditated. I'm in.
Hey, you know
God.
Jinbei, he's always meditating.
That's right. That's right.
Always.
The wise.
Look at him.
I think we got a picture of me today of me doing some meditation.
Yes, we did.
Out in the parking
We did.
lot.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did.
I pulled that up for the
Yep,
viewers
right there.
when they
That's
see
it.
it.
Right there.
Well, to start this episode off, I wanted to ask just a little fun question, good opener. Are the Marines only seen as bad guys, or do they have good intentions?
I think it varies.
Varies, okay.
Because-
See what you say.
Like, I think of like, what's the guy's name? He made the Kuma bots.
Sabaody. What is
Anyway,
his face?
Anyways, move on. Yeah.
Him, you can see.
Sintomaru.
You can see
Yeah.
in his acts that he just does not care about the people, and you can see that in like the.
Hold on. Okay, you got a point, yes. But I will say, there's a scene in Egghead where he's like, everyone get off this island now.
Frankie, you're
And
exposing me.
I'm just saying.
Sintomaru is a legend. But yeah, keep going.
But no,
Yeah, you look at some of these Marines, and some of them you can tell they just don't care. But then you look at like
That's
Goju. Wait, no.
He's done it again now. Done it again. You dirty.
Sengoku?
Sengoku, I'm sorry.
yes.
I've been watching JJK, guys.
That's it. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, Sengoku, you look at his morals, and they make sense. And they are more humane. Especially like at the end of Dressrosa there, when you see him, he gives credit to... It's just a different person.
Sorry, you made
No, not Sengoku. No, that's a different guy.
Oh, we're good.
This is terrible. I'm not a true
No.
fan.
I think you're absolutely right, though. There are certain Marines that 1,000% are solid, good Marines. And then there's some that you're like, this
Like
guy's
Garp.
just come back.
Garp is a
I
solid
think
great guy.
Garp, he has done nothing. He's even fought alongside Goldie Roger to beat the Zebek Rock Pirates. Like that. Like he knew that there's times that you gotta do that. There's also you have Fujitoro and Dressrosa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that yet.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, hey, you know what? That's what
Guys, he's just now in Whole Cake, so he's doing good, but he's catching up. Fujitoro,
But Fujitoro, like,
That's his name.
yes.
I completely
Fujitoro,
He's awesome.
100%.
I think last episode you said he has a good sense of justice, and
Yeah.
I really liked what you said about that.
So that you have some really good pirates like that. But then there's like some, some absolute scumbag pirates. Like you got like, I think the biggest one I think is Akainu. I do not like him at whatever. I understand what he does, and I think there's actually some honestly like almost like he seems so evil because all he cares about is getting this certain job done, or he's like, I will sacrifice all the people that need to be sacrificed to catch this one pirate, because if I catch this one pirate, all of a sudden this whole world's, or the world of One Piece's problems are solved, and we can have justice. And he's like, I don't care about sacrificing anybody as long as we get these certain pirates. So like I think he's just got a crappy sense of justice. I know what he's doing, and it's out of duty, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
He
more
also-
so out of the job than it
Yeah.
is just for, himself.
And even like Smoker, like at the end of Alabasta,
He's good.
He's
like
awesome.
just like use that not phone call, the
Yeah.
transponder cell
yeah.
call.
Yeah.
He has with one of the Navy higher ups, Marine. I'm completely blanking today, guys. With the Navy higher ups,
Yeah.
you can tell like
The
he
admirals?
I don't know if it's. I don't think it was
Maybe
admiral.
Vice Admiral might be now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something in there, but you can see like his sincerity that he really just wants justice. He wants the right thing done for people, and you can see that in like the way he doesn't like the warlords and this all of that. You can tell he just wants justice. So I think it varies.
And then he felt constrained by Smoker specifically felt constrained by because he's under the wings of the Marines, and so he felt like he had to go to that what's that outside Marine that like at Punk Hazard. He joins a whole nother division of the Marines.
G5, right?
G5 or something like
One
that.
of the Gs.
Yeah, but like he joins that because they have more freedom to do what that Marines can't do because of certain things. So he joins that and leads that division. So I 100% agree. And even with like you saw Smoker in Alabasta, where at the beginning in Logtown he catches them, says I catch pirates like you all the time, blah 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 blah. But then he sees in Alabasta and sees Luffy like. It hurts his soul because he knows in the past like he's still a pirate, but he's like Luffy is the only person that has a shot at beating Crocodile right here.
Yeah.
And so
a good point.
I'm going to let him go
lets
when
him
he
go.
has an opportunity to
Let him go.
So like Smokers absolutely. Then you have like those neutral guys. And
Aokiji.
yeah, like what is his deal? Like, is he good? Is he bad? Like he lets Robin go. He frees his soul.
And because of it, he lost his job.
No, he lost.
it was a fight.
He actually stepped away from the Marines. I mean, and now he's a.
Well, so did Garp. So did Garp, and we still don't know what Garp's doing because he's technically retired, right? But he's still fighting alongside the Marines. So I don't really understand what's going on there.
So it's a great question because I think overall it's just this constant discussion of good and bad, right and wrong, what's justice, what's not justice, and no matter which job or entity that you're part of, there's good and bad in all of it.
It's kind of like what Doflamingo says. Where like justice is determined by the victor.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
That's good. Yeah.
And there's I think there's a really good quote on top of it. Also, if you are the victor, you have a mandate. You have a really high pressure on your shoulders to make sure that you do it the right way. Because you're going to easily I feel like in life we do things out of caution that this doesn't need to happen, but at the same time we're constricting and holding back certain things and letting another sort of evil start brewing because of that. So it's a really good discussion. Oda's just he's a legend.
Oh, he's
bringing up these
the J.R.R. Tolkien of One Piece.
Exactly.
J.R.R. Tolkien. Come on.
It. We're just
Bring it
watching
back.
a pirate show, and all of a sudden we're just getting deep.
No,
so.
it starts out as this. Oh, this is like a nice little pirate show. Got the little straw hat. Next thing you know, we're taking down the whole government.
That's right.
Yep.
That's what we got to do. The whole world.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's pretty good. But today we're going to try something a little new, something a little different. We're going to have my co-host Frankie be the host for
Super.
however long this discussion takes because I don't know what's going to happen here.
might
We
be
might
tough.
agree, we might disagree.
It might be dark.
Frankie?
All right, so
I'll let you ask the question.
All right. So the question is, y'all going to debate this topic. So who is more impactful to Luffy? Your options are Rayleigh, Ace, Shanks, or Sabo.
Oof, man.
Obviously,
So
you're
who's
picking
more-
Rayleigh.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So who is more impactful to Luffy? Rayleigh, Ace, Shanks, or Sabo? So you want to play rock paper scissors? See who goes first, or y'all just want to go for it?
Wait, that was
That
That was awful. Oh, okay. Let's see what you say.
all right. Obviously, Shanks is very impactful, but in the long run, I think it was Ace because
Okay.
even if Luffy doesn't meet Shanks, he would still become a pirate just because of how close he is with Ace. And just because of that friendship he has with Ace. And also, like, if Destiny wants Luffy to be a pirate, he would be a pirate. Which, okay, that means that no one would impact him. That I take
Well-
forget everything I said out there. I think the most
Just gotta roll with
impactful would probably be Ace, just because Ace was there throughout Luffy's entire childhood.
Okay.
Ace showed
Yeah.
Luffy how to do everything. He, like, part of the reason why Luffy is who he is because of Ace. So I
That's a good
think
point.
it was probably Ace.
Yeah, I think of that post-Marine War, Marine Ford arc where, they're not really brothers, but he's the one that came up with the idea of if you drink sake, then all of a sudden we're
Exactly.
brothers. So, and he took that to heart.
Which
So,
goes on to end
Yeah.
up making, goes into Luffy when he takes over those 1,000, what was it? All those crew where he has like over 5,000 men, the Brotherhood or whatever.
I'm talking about like his crew, like.
After Dressrosa. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yes. When he finally has like his own little armada, led
Oh,
by
Luffy's-
the Bartow,
Yeah.
the Bartow Club.
Bartow Club, baby.
Let's go.
The Basso.
Mr. Luffy.
I love Bartolomeo.
That's
He's
it.
awesome.
That's it.
Well, I'm
Good
gonna
opening argument. Let's see what we got over here.
say Shanks because not only
Just looking
is
for that plug.
surprise.
Just looking for that plug.
not only is he the strongest character in the whole series, he's the one who gave Luffy the Straw Hat, which, by the way, Luffy made his whole crew, like based his crew around that hat.
Which just
They're called the Straw Hat Pirates,
I
which
want to
Shanks
say
gave him.
this guy will defend Shanks to the death.
I will, and you're about to hear it. But other than that, I mean, Shanks gave him the, desire to be king of the pirates. He urged him on. He, how do I say this? He kind of like made fun of him until Luffy was like, okay, I'll show you that I'm going to be better than you. And it kind of like pushed Luffy to a point to where Luffy wants to grow. And I think Shanks was kind of just a leader in Luffy's life that Luffy's looked up to throughout the whole show.
But Shanks never really. It's two different types of him. It depends on what you mean by impacting. Because if you mean like straight up impacting like his life and just how he is on his day to day,
Yeah.
then it's definitely Ace. But
Is it?
Shanks is different because Luffy's really only met Shanks like Luffy's has
When he's younger is whenever he...
and it wasn't
meet
even
him.
that long. It was only like he's only with him like for maybe a day.
Let's not forget, Shanks is the one who gave him the gum fruit. Whether he meant to or not, that's a
Ooh,
debate.
that's a good point.
Let's not forget this. The only time we've ever seen Shanks fight against the Marines is when he came to get the devil fruit, by the way. To find that one devil fruit's the only times he fought the Marines. And it just so happened that Luffy, the child that Shanks put his belief in, got the fruit, which became the Nika fruit.
But here's a question I have for you.
Uh-huh.
Would Luffy have gone to the lengths he did for Ace in Marineford that he would for Shanks?
No, he would not.
See?
But I don't know if that's a good
point. That is a good point.
Yeah.
It's a really good point.
Another thought for Mr. Ace over here that just kind of came to my mind was all the training. That's what I'm going to call it, training in that post-Marine Ford arc.
Uh-huh.
That was, Ace was right there alongside him and always stood up for him, stuff like that. And so,
Yeah.
like, if that doesn't happen, that brotherhood-ish happen, does he ever become successful enough to become a pirate?
That's a good point.
So that's a thought. Even though you do have Shanks, the one that gave him the hat.
The desire.
And the desire to be
become king of the pirates. Also, I think Shanks just is kind of a goal for Luffy. While Ace was more the brother that he always wanted, Shanks is the goal for Luffy.
This is a tough
That's like it's his hero.
Yeah, he's looked up to him, and Shanks put his belief that Luffy could become king of the pirates.
I kind of think of it like this. Like this is kind of like my term analogy. I'm a big guitar player.
Big guitar. Hey, Brooke over here. Hey,
Man, is it
Soul
Jinbei or
King,
Brooke?
Jinbei King.
Brooke, you better watch out. It's taking your
No,
job.
I might be going for the Soul King.
Soul
but,
King.
Yes, sir. But I'm a big guitar player, and I think I look at one of my heroes is Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
I used to look up to
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix. But I don't think Jimi Hendrix has impacted me as much as my guitar teacher has. Because he's the one who showed me how to play guitar. He's the one that
Well, hold up.
helped me play guitar.
Okay.
Keep going.
But
Oh,
just,
Jinbei cooking over
but,
here.
you know-
I hear you. All right.
but I mean, Jimi Hendrix, I looked up to, and it was like my motivation. But
Okay.
it didn't impact me. It was ultimately my guitar teacher that made me such a good guitar player as I am today.
I hear what you're saying, but hold up. Because Shanks was more than just the guitar guy you looked up to. Luffy quoted him in every big fight at the beginning of the series, Luffy would quote Shanks.
There's the thing.
And he would fight based off of the belief and the ideals that Shanks gave him.
But remember, I forget what arc it was. But, like, I think all the Straw Hats see, like, the people that they look up to.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Luffy, it's Shanks and Ace. Both of them together. So that's why I think, and I'm looking at both of them.
Of course, but
I think Ace impacts.
But don't forget, Luffy met Shanks before he met Ace, and he literally talks with Ace about how Shanks has impacted his life and about how he wants to be king of the pirates because of what Shanks did for him. Let's not forget, Shanks saved his life. Shanks showed him where he needs to be and where he could go as long as he stays on the right path and pursues his strength. Luffy trains in the forest only because of what Shanks did for him and what the ideals that he showed him. That's one of my last points.
But
I
who's
don't know
the
what else to
one?
say.
That's a pretty good point. I ain't gonna lie.
My one little retaliation is, who's the one who told Luffy, when you're 17, go out to the seas?
Shanks. Shanks
Ace.
the one. No, Shanks said it before Ace did.
Remember Ace?
No,
Ace,
Shanks said.
To fact check this, I'm not too
Fact
sure.
check it. Shanks said when he turned 17, go to the seas and meet me. Return my hat to me.
I think both of them said it. But Ace also said.
He might have also said it, but Shanks met Luffy before.
But I think
Luffy
it's the
met
same
Ace.
impact at the end of the day. Because, like, I'll watch a Jimi Hendrix video and he'll show me how to. Or not Jimi Hendrix. I'll watch a video of a guitar player and he'll play one note. Then I go to my guitar teacher. He'll show me how to play the note. It's different kind of impact.
That's great, but that's different because this is like you learning a little skill when Luffy's learning how to live his life. This is more ideals that Luffy lives behind. And Shanks gave him those ideals while Ace kind of just was a brother and fought alongside him.
Ace showed him how to live through those ideals, how to live out those ideals.
You can say that, but I mean, Luffy wouldn't have those ideals if it weren't for Shanks.
But that's the base.
The base. So
that's the
that
base.
means Shanks impacted him the most.
No, that's.
Ow.
That's the base. That's the roots. But it was ultimately Ace that helped it grow. So
I disagree.
It depends on how
Ace did not help him grow. Ace just fought
it
alongside him in the forest.
It depends on how
up.
much you want to define that.
Also, Ace was a complete jerk to Luffy. Spit in his face, threw logs at him, drowned him. Like, Ace was a complete jerk until the moment
Shanks
they clicked.
laughed at him the whole time.
But he did that to bring up a fire in Luffy. You can see it. He did it to bring up a
You
fire.
can say the same thing about Ace. Ace bullied him to bring out a fire.
No, Ace had no plans of being brothers with him.
How many times have you made fun of Baird?
That has nothing to do with this. That has nothing to do with this. Ace literally bullied him because he was like, I'm never going to like this guy. That was more of a brotherly relationship. While Shanks, he did it to bring a fire into Luffy and entrust him with the future of the world. I'm telling you, Shanks knew that Luffy would become king of pirates.
Bullying relationships can help grow a little brother, even though if it's unintentional. Like Ace probably still kept helped Luffy grow, but in some cases it may have been unintentional. It's still growth nonetheless.
But come on, Shanks literally pushed him to the point where Luffy had to stab himself in the face and to prove to Shanks that he has what it takes.
You're seeing this fight to death thing I'm telling you about.
See, you can attack me all you want because you know I'm right and I have my points.
Look, this is proof.
No, Shanks got Luffy to stab himself in the face just to prove that he has the determination and the belief in himself.
I don't know if Shanks necessarily got him to. I think
he lit a fire into him.
Luffy said, if you want my attention, like Luffy's like, I want your attention. Will this get it? And
that gave Shanks.
Also, you could say the same thing about when Ace got put up for execution. That pushed Luffy to go out and find him and push through all his limits, getting through.
But that's because he's his brother. That's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like Luffy grew up and is still growing based off of the ideals that Shanks gave him.
Yeah, we can debate that all.
Well, I think we've come to the point where with the chicken or egg, is it the skills that you learn alongside kind of growing up and training there versus what drives you to train? And that's the chicken or the egg conversation.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning more towards Shanks on this because of the fact of you have the straw hat. You have, I will say, when I think about every time Luffy does something, it's in the line of what would Shanks do? I feel like that's what the question. He's always got the same morals as Shanks.
Yeah.
So I think why drives more than how. But also I also thought about while y'all were discussing is you're talking about the skills and stuff. But unfortunately, Ace was no longer with us at that time. But Rayleigh did a lot of training on actually that next growth.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, well, there's where Rayleigh's argument would come in. So I'm thinking,
but we're not discussing Rayleigh.
I think when you're talking about the why, I think why overcomes because it's what gets you through those times. So I think I'm leaning towards Shanks on this one. But I will say overall, just going into it, my thought was, but you really made me question it, made me think about it because he really did go like two. I mean, Ace's death was
impactful.
It's so impactful because he realized he wasn't strong enough.
That's where you really
and
see,
so yes, that is very important.
And that's where you really see the show takes a turn.
But yeah, true. But also you could think of, okay, he realized he wasn't strong enough, but why was he not strong enough? What was Luffy's end goal? I want to be the king of the pirates, and the reason why he's king of the pirates is because of what
Shanks did.
His goal is to be, I want to meet Shanks again. So the next time he was going to meet Shanks,
he said, "Be stronger than me next time."
So it's like it's kind of going back to the chicken or the egg, and I'm thinking the why is going to overpower the in between.
I'm not mad at like saying Shanks is the most impactful. I'm not like
this is a great discussion.
There's a lot of, and even Rayleigh was very impactful. I wouldn't say most.
There's many people impactful, but I think Shanks is what started it all and saved his life.
Poor Sabo, no love.
I mean, Sabo I like more than Ace. I like Sabo more than Ace. That's a hot take.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think it's kind of medium. It's kind of like this or that kind of thing.
Okay.
I like Ace better because I always was a big Ace guy. I say that before I found out.
We know.
Ace's predicament.
Ace is the place for the help for hardware, folks. I had to.
All right, just throwing that in there.
Before that,
sponsorship.
I had to. But all right, so that was a great discussion. I am in on.
Yeah, good discussion, Cooper. Glad y'all got to see your host discuss that because that was
good.
awesome.
That was good.
Okay, does going on a 6-month hiatus affect the show in a good or bad way?
Good way. 100%.
I'm saying good too.
Does it attract new fans?
I don't know if it attracts new fans as much as I think for my reason. Well, one, there's a reason for it. There could be, I think I've heard this one of the reasons was to just increase the animations and make it look better and stuff like that. But also, I don't know if they're working through that whole time, but if there is a break opportunity, I mean, they are working their butts off. So I feel like you got to also honor those people working on these shows and stuff. So I feel like it's a good thing. Now, as a fan, it sucks.
Yeah.
It really does suck as a fan.
Unless you're not caught up.
Unless you're not caught up, yes, that gives you. But at the same time, I just feel like it's a good thing because if you are going to step back, reflect on what this last period of time that we've worked on episodes, what could be better, what could be worse, how are we doing too much here? Like they could really reflect, dive in, get some viewpoints, and not just focus on cramming out episodes as fast as they can.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So I feel like it's a good thing.
For me, I also think just purely for these animators, dude. Like this has been
give them a break.
20 years has gone by, and there's I think this is the first time they've ever had a break.
I don't know about that.
Now, obviously they rotate animators, and obviously they got but like. These animators, man, they work their tails off.
Much respect.
Yeah, very high respect for Oda and the team behind it.
Absolutely. And
because
the
there's
justice
a lot that goes into it.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Just to make us happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your happiness is all based on the show and what happens in the show.
I mean, if it was a shorter anime and it's like it'd be different, I think, but I don't think it's going to increase followers. If anything, maybe there could be like some type of this wonder bubble of like, hey, how much more do we have left before we're caught up?
Maybe this gives you time to catch up as fans.
So I think what will ultimately draw in more fans will probably be the reanimated, just because tearing down 1,000 episodes to 200. Like, all right, I've spoken to friends of mine who say they're waiting for the.
Do we know the episode count in the reanimated?
We don't, but
they
say it's around
250.
No, not around 250.
I've heard 250.
There's no way.
No. People are speculating it's 400 to 500.
I've heard 250.
That sounds more right.
And we talked about it first episode. Frankie said. You said it. You said it was 400 to 500 around there.
Yeah, there's no way.
Like I've talked to friends of mine, and like they've said that They're gonna wait for the reanimated to give it a try.
I respect
so
it. I respect it. So that's what's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to bring in the new
Like
fans.
even like
100%, it's going to bring it
even
in.
like the live action brought new fans.
I think the live action's bringing new fans. I think having it on Netflix, easy accessible, is bringing new
Yep.
fans. I mean, the movie's bringing new fans. But 6-month hiatus, I think if anything, it allows the people that are invested to catch up.
Yeah.
But I think for the ones that are in it right now, that they're, I know it stinks, especially if you're not reading the manga. But I think it's to revamp and make sure our animation is to the best of its ability, on top of possibly giving some more rest. So I think it's only good. There's nothing bad that can come from it outside of we don't get One Piece for a little bit, and that breaks my heart.
But hey, next year.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
But hey,
true.
Next year it's gonna be so much One Piece. In the words of Donald Trump,
Let's go.
there's gonna be so much winning. You're gonna get tired of winning. You're gonna be Donald Trump, please stop winning.
What a guy. That's Jim baby.
Oda's only winning. You know, he's just
That's
gaining
right.
money, bringing in the
You're gonna
cash.
get tired of winning.
I love it. I love it. Does having a lot of devil fruits in the series hurt its character development, or does it show the diversity of abilities?
I will say this. When I first started watching One Piece, I remember early on they say, devil fruits are very rare.
Oh,
Ain't
man.
that funny?
They're very
Yeah,
rare.
what happened to that?
And then
Oh my gosh.
Now
He's
that
got
I-
devil fruit powers.
I'm in Whole Cake, and it seems like everybody and their grandmother's got a devil fruit.
Yeah, every grandma.
Exactly.
You see
Every
grandmas
grandma.
with devil fruits.
Big Mom, she's a grandma. She's a
She's a pretty strong
she's
grandma.
a grandma to the power of 10.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, with all those kids she's got.
What a guy. What a guy.
It's all the kids.
But yeah,
I'll be
it's, I think devil fruits.
Does it hurt the character development?
It depends.
That's
on
a
what
question
you look
because
at.
I feel like there's not as much training behind them because people think, or a lot of most characters think, okay, I have the power, so now I can just use it.
Well, I think no, I don't think it's straight into use. I think it does because they have to learn their fruit. Just like think about the whole time of
Luffy
like,
training in the woods.
like he could stretch great.
Yeah.
But he didn't know how to hit anything. He had to practice and practice. So he is developing. I also think of Crocodile in that conversation, Alabasta, when he goes, you think just having a devil fruit is all you need to win. And he's like, no, it's about understanding what the other devil fruit user has and then finding the counter. But the only way you can do that is by mastering it. And then what happens if you awaken your devil fruit? How do you do that? So it's I feel like it does. There's still development in the character.
Like even like Whitebeard probably has the strongest devil fruit. But like even he
Hot
like,
take. That's a good one.
I mean, it's a good hot take.
No, it's debatable.
I think
it's debatable.
I personally think it's the strongest devil fruit.
I disagree.
But he even like took that and like he learned hockey. Now you don't see that in Marineford because like part of his sickness cuts off the part of the brain where he can use hockey. But like he learned hockey. He got stronger. He has like one of the 9 deadliest swords in all One Piece. Like he took his
awesome.
he's awesome.
So freaking awesome.
He's the best.
But he just took his devil fruit and just took it to that next level, and that's why he's known as like the strongest pirate.
Especially now with awakening devil fruits, there's a lot of diversity. And I think that's what we just mentioned is how it shows diversity of abilities between people.
Okay, still okay.
You saw it in Dressrosa.
That was Doflamingo's.
Doflamingo awakened it. You'll see more of it coming up.
Was it when he did the birdcage?
No, it was whenever all of it went black. Like
It was right around
all
Gear
like
4.
huge
Okay, yeah.
needles started. Yeah.
It was incredible. That's it.
Doflamingo's the good.
Moving on to our next topic, was the time skip a good option for the overall story of One Piece?
Absolutely.
I think so too. It kind of. Man, we got to stop agreeing.
I'm in. No, there's nothing wrong with agreeing. I think it is a phenomenal thing because it was a point in the story where clearly after losing everything that was important to him, he wasn't strong enough, and you can't just go up the next couple episodes. All of a sudden, I figured this all out.
Well, I
it was a good
researched
time
this
for a power
online.
up. It's a great
and
time for a
half
power
the
up.
community is against that. Like they believe it shouldn't have happened. They believe that they should have just kept the show moving.
But I don't get what you're gonna show there. All you're gonna show is Luffy fighting animals in the woods.
If you are on the side of not. I'm curious to see what makes it comment
Yeah,
that
comment down
because
the
I'll be
section
honest.
below.
I think it's like you can't just go from losing your entire crew and all of a sudden figuring out how to wield hockey and how to do this and how to do that. It takes training. It takes time to figure it out.
I think
Also-
the community's point is that they wish they would have seen the training because we didn't see anything in between that time.
Okay.
That I think they could do after.
They could do that a little bit better, but I don't know. I agree with y'all.
But yeah,
I agree
I
with
think
y'all.
like it even also like really separates the phases of the show because you can see the difference in pre-time skip and post-time skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-time skip you kind of have the feeling of this is just a lighthearted pirate adventure. We're a family, we're friends. We're going out, we're having fun. You can even see that in the humor. I love the Zorro's pre-time skip humor. I miss it so much.
Yeah, I missed pre-time skip Zorro.
But then right after
It's got to be
That was so good.
That was so good. Kind of pull out Tarzan.
where he talks about the kids with the cat, he says, "We ate it." You know what I'm talking
Yes, that was great.
That was good.
Yes.
about? Just seeing that, and listen, you're gonna hear me talk about Saba Odi here. This is one of my favorite arcs. I hate to go back to it.
Go for it.
No, go for it. Just keep going.
Saba Odi. In Saba Odi, you see that shift. Because up to every arc, it's been show up, people need help, fight the bad guy, seems impossible to beat, you beat him, have a party, end of story.
I love the parties. The party's great.
Parties are always great.
Yeah.
But then you get to Saba Odi, and you get to a point where they can't win. You can't beat him. Luffy says, "Guys, we can't beat him. We can't beat him. We have to leave." And you see them all get separated. And I love that. I love that scene of Luffy just banging the ground, just crying, because it really shows the emotion of this crew and the bond they have together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just from that moment, you understand. Okay, this can change. This is different.
Yeah.
This is gonna get different. And just from there on, you just see just a shift in the show and the tone and everything. It's just.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's kind of why they had to have that post-time skip training, because one, they had to get stronger, and two, it kind of sets like a nice little like a barrier for the show, kind of a BC AD kind of thing.
Well, y'all need to give us your opinions on that because
Absolutely.
I'd like to see some comments and stuff behind that.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to a new segment called Theory Talk, and I came up with a couple theories.
Not
and
just
I
a
think
theory.
Some of these guys,
A game theory.
a One
I'm
Piece
sorry.
theory. All right.
Anyway,
Anyways,
no, these are facts.
Yep.
They happen. They happen. All right.
it's gonna happen. I believe
What'd you
it.
come up with?
Well, the first one is, can Blackbeard swim? Because he had 2 devil fruits, and if he was in the personality without a devil fruit, could he swim? Think about it. 3 devil fruits,
So
or 3 personalities, one personality without a devil
I
fruit.
actually have my own sub theory of this.
Oh, sub theory.
Oh, sub. Wow.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about theory.
Sub or dub?
So the
Sub
the
all day.
theory.
Sub all day.
So
Sub's good.
I think that theory's true. I think that he can shift personalities and he can go to one of his souls and use that to swim. And I think that's why he hasn't picked another devil fruit yet. Because there's plenty of people that he's met that he can take their devil fruit.
So
Actually,
So
no,
that means he'll
no.
have 3 personalities. If this theory was true, you have to have 3 because he's got the
Yep.
Quake, he's got the darkness fruit, and then himself
But
without
I
any of
think-
that.
Yeah.
Quite
Well, I don't
possibly,
think that's the reason he doesn't have
but
one yet.
I think quite possibly.
There's no way he can swim. I'm
Indeed.
out.
You're out?
I'm out. There's no way he can swim. I mean, you can't wield 2. I just don't even see how. First of all, we don't know if any of this is confirmed. We don't actually know how he's actually able to attain. I think we're justifying the fact that the only thing
Well, the
we
idea-
understand is that he's got multiple personalities.
The idea is he has 3 guns, and also when they first
His ship
meet,
has 3 skulls.
his ship has 3 skulls, and also when they first meet Blackbeard, they don't say
Yeah,
they say
it's they.
They say who is he, and they say not he, they.
Yeah,
So-
multiple
But
personalities.
still, even I mean, but that's just like the rule. Like, how would the devil fruit? I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Based on different personalities, he can use different things, and that's the theory. He can swim
No
using
shot. I think he has understand that he has eaten one, so he can't swim.
So I think he can swim, and I
Okay.
think that it's gonna come
No shot.
right at the end. He's gonna kind of save that slot.
He's gonna swim up into the
He's
One
gonna
Piece.
swim and take down Luffy and drown him. No, I think that in the end they're gonna be in a fight with Luffy, and he might end up taking Luffy's devil fruit
No
to
shot.
beat him.
Okay.
I
To
like
beat
it
him.
though.
To beat him.
Imagine that. Wow, that's crazy. I like that idea. It's a good.
Yeah,
It kind of
it's
gives
wild.
Luffy adversity to overcome.
And then he swims and actually, because Blackbeard cannot swim. There's no way. There's no
Because
way.
then Luffy.
And then in the midst of the battle, Foxy comes in, takes the One Piece, and then
Yes.
saves the pirates.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. That's the theory I've been looking for, guys. It's amazing. All right, here's a little fan theory for Frankie.
Okay.
You don't get much love these days, Frankie. I don't know what's going on.
Super!
All
You
right,
can only
well-
handle so much. That's it.
Here it is. Frankie will eventually build a weapon to help the Straw Hats in their final battle, showcasing his engineering
Yes.
powers.
I think he will. I think.
I wonder why.
I think because he has. I think he's memorized.
He's been
He's
learning
memor-
under Vegapunk.
Yeah, I think he has memorized. When he burned up the plans for Pluton. Is it Pluton? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
something-
it's Pluton.
one
It's
of those.
Pluton. So the plans for Pluton, because he memorized those plans. Now we are aware of where Pluton is right now,
Yeah.
and so especially when they talk about opening up Wano. I'm not going to say too much for our guy right here, but at the same time, you got to speed up, dude. You got.
I'm working on
You're
it.
killing
Come on.
us.
I-
Come on.
I think by the end
Catch
of
up.
Christmas, I'll be caught up.
That's right.
I
That's
believe
right.
it.
I expect a lot of good hard work during Thanksgiving break and
Yeah.
Christmas break. But because he's memorized those plans, and who knows what's going to happen with when they do that with Wano.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I think something might happen to that. So then he will be able to just build it. And so
Yeah.
I think he'll build Pluton
So-
for the Straw Hats.
I-
Even though he's already built the Thousand Sunny, but
So I have another idea on that.
what
I
if the
think,
Thousand Sunny is Pluton
Imagine.
already?
Nah.
We just don't know.
and we're-
Nah, that's a crazy
they're gonna
theory.
coup the verse into Laughtail. No, I think that at the end of the story, I think every member's final goal is gonna kind of come together. So I think Frankie, after learning under Vegapunk, it's gonna have something to do with the end. He's gonna have a weapon or something.
Yeah.
I think Zoro obviously gonna beat Mihawk and all that. Sanji's gonna find the All Blue. I think the All Blue is actually Laughtail is in the center of the All Blue. That's my theory on that. I think Nami, once she gets to Laughtail, she's gonna finally have the whole world mapped. I think all that's gonna work out. And I actually think
The whole world map. That's crazy. Because hold up, they've been on one trail, going up to get to Laughtail. Nami's not been on the 3 other trails. So Nami has a hot minute before her.
Hey,
dreams
look, that
are filled.
image is
Okay.
a lot more than.
Yeah.
We might need to post that image of all the paths you could take starting.
Yeah,
from
they've only
Reverse
taken
Mountain.
one. So Nami needs to work. She
Just
needs to
think
get to work.
about well,
maybe maybe that one doesn't happen. But I also think I saw this one theory, and do y'all go into this?
just go for it.
Go
So
for it, man.
there was this.
Just talk. Have a good time.
There's this
That's
one
it.
theory that at the end, Luffy's gonna get sick, and it's gonna be like a deathly illness, like with Gold Roger, which could be it could be something that comes with finding the One Piece. So
I could see that,
And
especially Impel Down with Ivankov. He got poisoned by Magellan. And he sacrificed a certain amount of years of his life to come back. So for him to have a chance, so I'm like, I could see that.
But
I
the
could see
theory
that.
says Chopper.
Oh
shout
my
out to Jace. Chopper.
Episode 2. We'll bring
Yeah.
him back.
Chopper is going to come in and find a cure for it because he's the world's greatest doctor.
I'm in on
And
that.
pretty much save Luffy.
I'm
So
in on that. That's interesting.
I like it. But
Yeah.
ultimately, we agree that he will not be able to swim.
No, he won't. If that was where we went on a wild tangent.
Yeah,
there. But let me
well,
tell you right now, there's
kinda like-
no shot because you gotta have a weakness. You got to.
Yeah.
And it's I know it's a dumb weakness, but I feel like if he can swim too, it's how that's too much of an OP character in my opinion.
No,
It's
yeah,
you
I
gotta
agree.
have some sort of weakness.
Well,
I think it's a fun idea to speculate there. There's no shot he can swim.
I think he can swim.
All right, well.
Okay, well, when he drowns and that's how he dies, then I try to tell you. Right
Because he
here.
would have stolen Luffy's gum fruit.
Well, actually, that's kind of our next theory or question, really. How did Captain Blackbeard steal Whitebeard's devil fruit?
He ate him.
You think there's? You think one of his crewmates? You think one of his crewmates has an ability to take out a devil fruit?
That would be cool.
Or do you think Blackbeard knows something we don't behind hockey or
his
maybe
power when he's fighting Ace, he like temporarily like takes away his devil fruit, right? In that fight with Ace, he does
the
something.
darkness like overcame the light. Like it was like one of those kind of ideas.
So you think that could be
Whitebeard's power?
You think that's what happened?
Light.
You think he took all the light out of
like
Whitebeard?
I think it was something like that.
It was kind of like a black hole kind of theory. I think like because and that's I think the
Okay.
name. It's a black hole. Black hole.
Yeah, hold up.
Takes like even light can't escape.
Maybe it sank the devil fruit out of Whitebeard and took the black hole took it for the usage of.
So I pooped it out.
Okay, I mean,
I really like the personality theory for him. I think that'd be a fun difference. And but then at the same time, he's the only person in the One Piece world
who has
multiple personalities. So it's kind of like, man, I even
that I'm like on the total opposite side of that theory.
Honestly,
I think that theory is all but confirmed.
No,
Yeah.
well, think about this. But think about like Ivankov. I mean, I know this is kind of strange, but like when he swaps, that's different personalities, right?
yeah.
But
So,
it's a soul thing with.
So it's not a
Black-
personality swap;
Black-
it's a soul
no,
swap.
it's soul. Yeah, like he has three
Alright.
different souls.
Okay, so he's like what's that? Isn't that a cow has 3 different
Like
stomachs?
Cat with 9 lives.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a fascinating idea. I don't know. I also just love them all. I like the idea of, it is maybe some type of characteristic of the darkness fruit.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be really cool. It'd be also a cool idea for one of his crewmates to have that. And so he's just waiting for the right person to team up with. Like, hey, you want me on your crew. I think you're powerful, and this is why you want me on your crew. So don't kill me yet till I show you. But then again, why don't you just use that power for yourself? I don't know. So I don't know.
Also, if it's part of the darkness thing, I feel like he could literally take like every devil fruit ever and just keep
Maybe it was like a cap to as many he could have. Like he can't. I don't know. I'm curious. Oda, you're a master.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying.
Next
That's awesome.
episode, Oda interview. Watch out.
Yep. Bring him to America.
He's coming to America. He's gonna
Come to the podcast.
That's it. Come on, man.
We invite you. You're welcome.
What a guy.
Anytime. All right. Well,
Handsome.
moving on to our fight segment. I'm gonna basically let y'all debate just like last time, Frankie.
Okay.
If you remember against
I'm ready.
Daniel.
I'm ready.
Okay.
That got a little bit heated.
What a guy.
I'm gonna decide who wins based off of the better argument. So we're starting it off with Eneru or Doflamingo. Who would win?
Eneru. Ooh, that's a good one. Eneru
know.
or
boy.
Doflamingo.
You know who my favorite villain is.
Hold on.
Well, this isn't who's your favorite villain. Who do you think would win in a fight? And I'd like
I also think my favorite villain will win in a fight. It's got to be Mingo.
Mingo.
Dofi.
you want me-
Mango. All right.
Dofi.
Mango.
Like here's the thing with lightning. Mingo controls the clouds. He has the string that comes.
Well, hold on. Before you go into it,
I'll be
who
honest.
are you with?
I'm gonna just do devil's advocate. I think my favorite villain is 100% Doflamingo, but I'm gonna do my best to defend Eneru on this one, just because of his power. Or he's so good with
Hockey.
hockey and mantra,
Future
whatever
sight.
you want to call it, future sight. That like, I don't know. I think because of that he can kind of foresee what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the whole fight with Luffy, in my personal opinion, is he wasn't really even viewing Luffy as an equal. So he wasn't even. We didn't really see full Eneru. We never saw that.
Also,
True.
Luffy.
We never did.
Also, Luffy got extremely lucky.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
100%, yeah.
So like now, if we saw like so he came into a fight with Doflamingo and they're both completely going at it. I mean, I'm just saying.
All right. You think Doflamingo?
So
I don't know. What do you have to say?
Doflamingo, here's my thought process. Lightning comes from the clouds.
Okay.
Doflamingo's devil fruit is controlling clouds. The strength of the clouds. So I'm thinking he strikes down lightning from the clouds.
It's a good point.
Doflamingo uses that string into his
But he-
stabbing him.
But he
But
can't.
then the lightning follows the string.
But he
about
is
it.
lightning, dude.
Yeah,
you
but
can't
it goes through
electrocute
him.
himself.
But hold up.
Yeah, but I feel like he could I don't know. He can use those strings to shield him from the lightning because the lightning is just gonna absorb it.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not forget, Eneru basically controlled a whole island and could see the whole island because his observation's so good, and immediately he could hear anything and could strike anywhere on the island
And
at any moment.
Heaven's judgment was legit.
Hey, Doflamingo controlled the whole island.
No,
birdcage-
not to the level
the
Eneru
birdcage
did.
though. But the birdcage.
Yeah, but that's more so. that's different than being able to hear and know immediately when someone goes against you.
I get what y'all saying.
And immediately strikes down whoever's speaking against him.
I wish we could have
Eneru's
seen more of Eneru fighting because
Actually, guys,
I'm trying to pull from my mind, my memory. Cause it's been a
our
hot
viewers
second.
showed us from last debate. It's an L.
It's an L. No, well,
Oh my gosh.
that's a translation.
That's a translation, yeah.
Eneru and L, it's all the same thing.
Same thing.
Tomato. All I know is Doflamingo's not going to be Eneru. I really
I
don't.
agree.
I
actually
really don't.
think-
I don't. Especially just like I said. I don't even
It's
think
the One
I
Piece is
really
real.
don't
Not the
think
One Piece really does exist.
Eneru. I wish we could have saw him in full. We've only seen one real fight.
Yeah.
All the others
And it
were
wasn't that good of a
so.
fight.
All the other fights were just so like he wasn't even trying. So I would love to see him in a full. Like we've got to see Doflamingo completely give everything he has.
I think
it's
we
cool
will.
that he can kind of heal himself. I think that's pretty cool for.
Hey.
But like also he's Eneru's a Logia, so it's like
Yeah.
he has to infuse the hockey with.
He's one of 3 characters
I will
that can use Future Sight.
I will
in the
say
whole
a
show.
lot of this is just me because I love Doflamingo.
And that's okay. But I don't even really came up with a really good point to sway your
Eneru-
judgment. But I just think I wish I could see what his full capacities are. But I just think because of his future sight, and we already see how difficult it is to beat someone with future sight.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Eneru would beat Doflamingo.
I think it's because of the future sight. That's my main
No,
main
his
point.
observation hockey's too good.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Eneru again. I think.
I hope
definitely.
so.
I think the Straw
I hope
Hats
so.
are taking a trip to the moon. We're gonna see
To the moon. That's another
I mean,
theory.
this is just a theory podcast.
Look at
I'm
that.
in. Like, we're
I
just
like it,
we're,
Cooper. I like it.
we're
That's
up.
just a theory. A One Piece theory. Sorry, that's.
I love it. I love it.
Cooper Smith, everybody.
Don't apologize. That's awesome.
R.I.P. to Matt Pat, guys. Retired from YouTube. R.I.P.
What a guy. What a guy.
We're still here.
but we're gonna roll with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Garp versus Kizaru. Oh boy.
Garp.
All right.
Garp.
Yeah.
He was right there with Goldie Roger. He was Goldie Roger's rival.
Yeah.
He's Garp. It's gotta be Garp.
He's Garp. Yeah. He's the GOAT.
I mean, Kizaru is legit. I think he's awesome. I think he is very powerful and he knows how to use his power to the best of his ability. But knowing what Garp is like, he is completely sandbagged for most of what we know of him. We've only seen just that.
Exactly.
But when he puts everyone on his shoulders, the only reason, why are you not caught up, dude?
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
No, but y'all right. Garp,
But
I think
I feel like
definitely
Garp does when there's nothing nothing that could distract him. It's just Garp is like
He's too good.
he's sandbagged for so much, and we haven't even seen.
Hey,
He's literally walking around. He could be an admiral like this.
Hey, next time
They begged him to be an admiral.
next time I'm back on the pod, I'll be caught up and we can talk about Gear 10.
Yes,
Gear
that's what
10,
I'm talking.
oh
Spoilers! Spoilers!
Gear 10. That's a
10.
big jump.
That's it right there.
Luffy just eats the whole world.
That's it.
That
Spoilers!
Luffy becomes a ship.
Luffy becomes the One Piece.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
That's it.
That's a theory.
That's it. But I think Garp. I don't think. I love Kizaru. I think
There's not really a debate there.
But Garp is just so good.
There could be a debate between Kizaru and Aokiji.
Hey, if you know
Aokiji
something,
or Kizaru.
please talk about it. Like we're in. We're in.
I'd like to hear what y'all have to say because, I mean, it's interesting. I read some of y'all's comments in the last video, and I liked what y'all said about hockey and Ace and all this stuff, so I can't wait to hear what y'all say for this one. Arlong versus Horty.
Ooh, now we're talking.
So is this Horty on steroids or off steroids?
Let's say
This
on
is
steroids.
no. Let's just say this is Horty. Like this is them. Let's say this is no matter because they've only been in one part of the show for each of them.
It's the thing like Horty uses.
This is your expert moment here.
Yeah, this is
you
my
are Gene
expertise.
Day. This is your island, your people.
I could give y'all my
I
opinion,
mean,
but I want to hear yours.
I gotta go with my brother Arlong.
I disagree, man. All right, what do you think?
They're without steroids.
It could go back and forth, but without. But I think Horty put up a fight against Luffy, who had hockey.
Oh, that's with steroids. Though.
Yeah,
With
like,
steroids.
that's what I said though. I said
It's like we're talking about Barry Bonds right now.
Yes, Barry Bonds. Yes, I love a baseball player.
all right.
But with steroids, I think he can beat Arlong.
Yeah,
With the steroids, I mean,
I think Horty's stronger than Arlong.
With steroids, he could.
I
definitely
also
beat
think-
Arlong, but I'm thinking.
also Horty's crew is so much
I
stronger than
think
Arlong's.
Horty's also got a pure evil intention versus Arlong has something to lose. Like, he doesn't even care. Horty just wants to kill anyone that's not.
Yeah.
Or like
Arlong actually, there's a heart to Arlong. Did you see that in Fishman Island?
A heart?
a heart.
No. Let me talk.
Oh,
a corrupt heart.
A corrupt heart.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm a fishman. I gotta defend my people. So like it's kind of like Doflamingo. Doflamingo is one of the most evil people in the show, but there's a heart behind it. You know, he's got
his Don Quixote family.
Exactly.
He does.
He does have a family. That's true.
Arlong, same kind of scenario. He's been like abused, and like his people have been abused so much through his life. He's a bitter old man. Like that was something that happened with Frederick Douglass after the slavery ended. Frederick Douglass was a bitter old man.
Okay.
Similar with Arlong.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in.
I like that little tie-in there.
All right.
I think
American history.
Horty wins. By a landslide, actually.
I don't know about a landslide. I think Arlong's pretty solid.
He's solid, but Horty with steroids, like y'all said. Horty is
with,
just so much.
With the steroids,
Horty has so much evil.
If they both had steroids, for example, I think I'd go with Arlong. I think he'd be better. But if you had
Horty's jacked.
I think one-on-one, Arlong
steroids.
versus Horty, I'm going Arlong with no steroids. With steroids, Hardy beats Arlong. With both steroids, Arlong beats Horty.
Yeah, Horty's
That's
just
my
not natty.
breakdown. That's that guy.
I gotta go with a natural or Arlong.
All right, Arlong.
Because does Horty does know how to wield Fishman karate, doesn't he?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think we saw Arlong do it. But then again, Oda may not even know what Fishman karate was at the time. So, in Arlong's defense, because
Arlong I don't think he's as strong as Horty is, but that's my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You do a little background check on Horty Jones.
Yeah,
But right now, if I'm not mistaken, he's just an old geezer rotting away in a
Well,
cell.
hey, they just reanimated Fishman Island, so
maybe
rewatch it if you want.
check
Check
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah.
I heard it's actually better than it was.
Did
A lot of people hated Fishman Island. You know, it's one of the most hated arcs in
Did
the
that
show.
come out around the time as Fan Letter?
Yeah. It just released like 2 weeks ago or something. But apparently, people were liking it more than the original Fishman Island. So it might be worth watching. Just saying. All right. Moving on. This could be our final question of the day.
Oh,
Cooper, I'm so glad you're here for this. If you could be best friends with any Straw Hat, who would it be?
Oh, Luffy. Just a cop out.
Just Luffy?
Oh, like are you talking like just any Straw Hat?
Best friends with any Straw Hat.
I know which one I want. Oh, there's two. There's two of them I really want.
What are you thinking?
Sorry, that's not a joke.
Let's hear it.
Let's see.
Nami and
Don't
Robin.
hold it in.
Nami and Robin.
Yeah, what a guy. Now, there's an answer. The real answer right there. I think for me,
No, hold on. I got them.
Yeah, that's good.
Cut
that's
that
good.
out. Cut
That's
that
good.
out. Cut that
That's
out.
good.
Cut
That's
that
good.
out.
I love it,
Cut that out.
I think I would go either Sanji or Chopper, but I think I'd land with Chopper because you also have Frankie would be awesome too.
Frankie would be
Because Frankie
awesome.
could build you anything you want.
And unlimited cola. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
does he
Oh,
steal?
my
Where does he get the
goodness.
cola? Does he steal it or does
Okay,
he
I'm
buy
out
it?
on Sanji.
Okay, I got it.
probably Frankie or Chopper. Frankie because he could build anything, but Chopper could talk
It's a
to
free
animals.
doctor. Probably
Free doctor.
dentistry. I mean,
And he's got cotton candy all the time, right?
yeah, that's true.
Jinbei would be good. Take him to a UFC fight. See what
Nami's a
he
living GPS. I mean,
That's right. I think I'm going. Even though I think it'd be really cool to talk to animals, but I'd have to ask Chopper all the time. Hey, what are they saying? And then I'd be, what if my heart was broke? What if my dog hated me?
yeah.
You know? I just say it.
I'm going-
You never know. So I'm going Frankie. That's my guy.
All right.
He's my guy. He could build me anything he wanted to.
No, I gotta go with my character Jinbei because it'd be really cool to take him to a UFC fight, see what he can do. But also Luffy, just because he's like the ultimate bro.
No, yeah.
Luffy's
No, he's not the ultimate bro. If you have a boring life, yeah, you need him because he's going to get you out of that shell. You're like, I'm gone, go. Like, what are you doing? Come back. Like, there's no way I would want Luffy as my guy.
or Zoro.
Zoro will get you lost in a heartbeat. And he just drinks
No.
the whole time. I'm out.
Actually, I'm Luffy. I would want Luffy as my best friend.
Exactly.
He's like mine.
He's the ultimate bro.
He's my favorite.
Like, if you want to
Yeah.
have a good time, go
Yeah,
with
Luffy's like easy to talk to, and there's something about him that I just love. He's just so awesome.
I don't know. I don't know about Luffy. I think, no.
But I mean, that's just a fun question. You know?
It is. But I mean,
I like it, Frankie. You know?
I mean, did you not see him in Thriller Bark? He built that bridge in midair. That's how good he is.
Bro did. What's he?
He did.
Hey, but There's been a lot of bias for our characters in this.
There's no bias. There's no bias.
No bias. I've never
Completely
seen it.
objective.
Usopp is captain for the Straw Hats.
No.
A best captain of the Straw Hats for the Straw Hats. Is that the question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and.
I want to say Usopp. Just as I want to say
This
Usopp.
guy.
Daniel, playback.
Play it back, yes, please.
But
Hey, no bias at all. Jinbei's gonna win the King of the Pirates, by the way.
That's
No
it.
bias.
That's right. I will say we had one true honest moment here. He has Nami and Robin on the sides.
oh yeah,
That's
that was
his
amazing.
people. I hear you, kid. I hear
I
you.
love it, Jinbei.
I love it.
Well, thank y'all so much for joining today. I'm so glad we had Jinbei back, and of course Frankie
Super.
never fails to impress us. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope y'all had a great time. Anything to say?
Rock on in the free world. And
Rock on to the free world. All
That's
right.
it. Hey, stay golden.
Don't discriminate. Don't discriminate your fishmen.
Do we bleed the same blood?
We bleed the same blood. We bleed the same blood.
I love it. We'll see y'all around.